Hey guys, welcome back to the Comic Book Lowdown. I'm Wellington, bringing you guys my pool week video reviews for last week's books. Came out the week of the 23rd. Yeah, 23rd. I only got 4 books for that week, so this should be a shorter video, at least review-wise, if I can get the words out of my mouth. And then I have some important news at the end of the video that is good news for my channel. So stay tuned for that. Timestamps down below. I review my books from least to pick of the week, even though this week's books were all, at least for the most part, had they not all come out in the same week, they could have all contended for pick of the week status, or at least been higher up. But I have to have an order for this. Therefore, all of these books are great books, not to discredit any of them. So I'll just get started with the first one. That is Original Sin, issue 08. I really like this book because it's Nova being done really well, and a lot of interaction with the Watcher, which we've seen happening in the Nova series, at least at the start. It's just, this seems like it's an event that is not, it's not going to be an Avengers event, not some big cosmic battle, I don't think, but it's just going to reveal a lot about characters. And so this is going to reveal a lot about characters' secret past or secret sins that we don't know about. And, it goes through a lot of books. I'm not going to be picking up all the tie-ins and things like that, but what I do pick up, I'm going to be picking up, obviously. So the Nova crossover issues, and the Deadpool crossover issues. I think this is the first event in a while, at least since like Dark Reign, that has tied into a Deadpool book. So that's really cool, and I'm excited to see what it has with that. This book, what happens in this book, we kind of get the origins of the Watcher. He kind of explains it without saying it to Sam Alexander Nova, and it's kind of sad why the Watcher does what he does, and it's really interesting. Mark Waid has a really interesting story to say here. I don't want to say too much about it. I'll just leave it at Mark Waid's story for this is going to reveal a lot about the motives of the Watcher and why he watches over cosmic events, which explained a lot in this first issue, and it's going to go deeper into individual characters. And I'm definitely excited to see what happens with Nova, especially in the regular book. A lot of grounded stuff is about to happen, and now in this, there's going to be a lot of emotions happening throughout that series. So I'm really excited about Original Sin. Actually, we'll see how the next issue is, and hopefully progresses even more. Next book is Thunderbolts issue 25, and I feel bad that this book had to come out in this week, because this has probably been the best Thunderbolts issue I've read so far in all of the Thunderbolts run, and this would have contended on another week, like maybe even last week, for pick of the week standard kind of books, but it would have been higher up. Unfortunately, it came out in a week where you know, the books that came out. But that doesn't take away from this book. This book was actually really good. A lot of unexpected stuff happens to characters, and I was just like, what the hell just happened? Like, it's so, like, unexpected, right out of left field, and it's really showing what Charles Soule is doing with this book. He's making it really his own book, and it's just really interesting. We get progression with the mission that they're doing, but you know, just things are happening to characters. It's really what's happening to characters is really just what is so shocking, and like, it's hard to even fathom. What happens to one character in here, I read it, I saw it, I stared at it, I went on, and then I went back to it. Because I was like, there's no way I just saw what I just saw, and then the other characters reacted the way that they reacted. But this book is definitely, at least this issue, is definitely really crazy, and this is finally something that I'm recommending. So, Thunderbolts issue 25, really good book. Now, this book also would have been pick of the week on another week. And to be honest, it's hard for me to say that this isn't a pick of the week. It's hard for me not to say that I'm picking two pick of the week books, but it's just, this book was so good, and the next book was so good that it's hard to choose. So I can cop out and say both are pick of the week, but I won't. This book I'm holding in my hand is Superior Spider-Man Team Up issue 12. Amazing cover with the Amazing Spider-Man. This continues that story arc where the Green Goblin has, the Green Goblin and Doc Ock joined forces to try to defeat Spider-Man, kill Spider-Man, and then they don't see eye to eye, and at the end of the last issue, the Green Goblin infects someone Doc Ock loved with a deadly virus, and then Doc Ock in this issue goes nuts, and you know, is really trying to kill Green Goblin, Norman Osborn, and is really well depicted. The art in here, I really enjoy it. It's really old school looking, but still today looking. Kind of weird to explain, but dialogue in this book, fantastic. Art, amazing. Just story and ideas and progression. The flow of this book, on point. So much is good about this book, and then the way it ends. Just when we find out who's telling the actual story of this story, just an amazing storytelling. This is can't remember his first name, but this is Kevin Shinnick's writing for Spider-Man, then he's really got to do more stories like this for Spider-Man, because that Marvel Knights Spider-Man was not that good at all, and he's coming back doing this on Spider-Man. I'm gonna give him another chance on any Spider-Man stuff he does in the future, because this was good. Marvel Knights was not, this was. Superior Spider-Man Team Up issues 11 and 12 are, I would say, must pick up if you're a Spider-Man fan or a fan of good storytelling. But finally, pick of the week, and just kind of expected from me is Daredevil issue number 2. It's an amazing cover. This story kicks off a new story arc that we'll be seeing in here. We got a new character named the Shroud, who is crazy. And a lot of cool stuff is happening with him, and he's definitely been affected by Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil's coming to San Francisco, and the way things play out in this book, really crazy. Like, again, another book where I can't give away too much because there's just too much. So much of this book is just great dialogue that you can't really say it without me reading the book to you. But again, the dialogue is just, again, on point, and the way the story progresses and how things you don't see coming happen, and then things that are kind of alluded to are teased. You get teasers, and then you get things that are like, when did that happen? I had no explanation about that. Now I'm curious. You got a lot of things working for this book. It's $3.99, I know, but I'm still saying, people, if there's any Marvel book that you should be buying and happy to be buying, even though it has the $3.99 price tag, it should be Daredevil, because this is the best Marvel book. Marvel's putting out a lot of good books right now, and I would say this is probably the top book, top dog of the Marvel books, my opinion. But it's definitely, even if you don't agree that it's the top, there's no doubting that it's one of the best, and that should be a good reason to pick it up. So there's Daredevil number 2. That's all the reviews I got for you guys, but I did say I had one piece of news that it's going to be it's exciting for me. Hoping that you guys take it, well. I imagine that you would. And the news is that I found a new job, left my old job to work this one, and this one has a lot better hours, a lot less stress, and I'll be getting paid possibly even more money. Definitely the same, but even more, because I make tips now. I'm not a waiter, but I do my job does accept tips, and I'm really happy to be working there. Worked my first day today. It was a lot of fun. It was a good experience. A lot of learning to be done, or learning that was done, and this is going to free up a lot of time for me to do videos, because the place doesn't open until 1 p.m. So my videos can come out in the mornings. School, this spring semester is about to end this week. I'll be making videos and I'll be watching videos, guys. So I'll be back in the community, hopefully pretty strong, if not strong. Not pretty strong, at least more comments I'll leave around videos, more interaction, possibly doing a little more live stuff if I can get it together. And yeah, I'm just happy to finally get some time back for comics and community and making videos and things like that. It's something I really like to do, but with all this stress and time being taken out of my day, it was really bogging me down. And at some points I was just like, you know what, I don't even know if I'm going to do a video because all I want to do is like sit here. But now I'm excited that I got the time, got another drive, I'm hitting another wind, and happy to tell you guys that. Hopefully it goes over well with y'all, as I imagine it would. And on that note, I'm Wellington signing off with the Comic Book Lowdown. See you guys next time.